was like 420 something hours of earned time.
That's all here?
Yeah, it's all in there.
So this is similar as the union, huh? That is what we have. Is this similar as the union?
It's similar, but there are some differences. The union, I think, has a little, there's a little bit more to theirs than ours. Like they handle their sick call-outs
Okay.
differently, that kind of thing.
On this, if holiday falls on the employee's approved vacation or paid leave, the holiday will not be charged against the vacation or paid leave. Does that mean that they get one of those floating holidays?
Yeah, they take a holiday for it, yeah.
So one floating holiday, that is only for the 2 departments, eh? For the
Correct,
county turn and register of deeds.
correct. Because they go by the
The
court
court.
calendar, yeah.
I would move that we accept the policy for the proposed non-union benefits, vacation, sick, personal, and holidays.
Okay, can you just give me 1 minute? I'm almost finished.
What's that?
I'm almost done.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute.
Suppose an employee chose mid-year to convert 6 of their sick days to personal days, used the personal days, and then found at the end of the year they were hospitalized, for example, and they needed all 12 of those days, the sick days. What happens then?
They would take the time, they would say they end up in the hospital.
Right.
They would only get, if they were a non-salaried employee, they would only be paid for the amount of time that they had.
So because they had
Yeah.
chosen to,
We do have a donating policy.
okay.
So people, and we utilize that throughout the county. People can donate time.
So they cash in at 100%, 424 hours of sick leave?
Yeah, you-
They accumulated that?
If you have, it's only the difference between, the cap, I think, is, what is it, 520?
520.
It's the difference between the 4 and the 5. They can't, Commissioner Kenny, they can't cash in 420 hours.
The difference, they can cash it.
What you're saying is they can cash in 76 hours?
Yeah. Something like that.
Whatever the difference is, yeah.
Difference.
Don't make me do the math.
All right, anybody had a chance to read it? This isn't the first time we've seen this.
Yeah, but it's a little change.
No, it's the same as the one. But
It hasn't
hasn't
changed that I'm aware of.
See it again.
All right, anybody? I made a motion, anybody want to second it?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yep.
You said when an employee separates employment, they will get a full amount of vacation time. That is the only thing what they're getting? If they separate employment, they get only vacation time?
hang on.
No, they get sick
No,
leave.
under sick, they get employees separate, this is what we do now. Employee for the non-union, under sick leave.
Oh, really?
Employee separating employment may be eligible for reimbursement of sick and personal time up to 12 days, providing and then the conditions.
Oh, okay, I was reading page 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you separate
Yeah.
employment. Oh, okay, so they get vacation time and they get,
Some sick, if they have sick, you know, if you have,
Okay.
if they have
If got it
time.
accrued.
I mean, some people don't have time at all.
Okay,
yeah.
all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and so voted.
I will do the full-blown policies, so you can
Okay.
sign off on them. Okay. That's all I
That's
have.
all you have?
Yeah. And your interviews should be arriving.
Okay, well, we're gonna open up these, it's after 11 o'clock. Would you, Robin, do me a favor, call down the office and see if they've got any more
Okay, yeah.
bids
Landscaping?
for landscaping,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got something from Jowdy, I don't even remember what it was about.
Right now, we've got 3, 6, 9. Right now, we have 12 bids for the landscaping that went out, local papers. I believe we advertised properly. At least all these people have seen it. We did send some out to local landscapers in Carroll County. And hopefully, we'll be able to select one of these as soon as we find out if there are any more.
Select Commission's vote on color of cover for annual report.
Yeah.
Color, but
Yeah.
we didn't get
You
that
can select,
colors.
you can select the color
We
if you
just
want.
select one down.
I don't care. I would suggest that, while we're just waiting for them to come back, that second item, Commissioners vote on dedication of the annual report.
We already did that.
And what we did was we voted to dedicate it to the
Independent.
building committee of the new nursing home.
Oh.
That's it?
That's
Yeah, that's it, she said.
All right, we'll get back to that.
Mm.
There you go.
And
Let everybody open up something.
I would've brought my
So we have
opener.
12. And as a clerk, you need to keep track of who did what.
Do we have to do one at a time, or could I open the second
Go
one?
ahead.
I have to go back to,
We'll pass them to the clerk and she can record them. The first thing that we have to do is to make sure that we are measuring
Yeah, well, same
apples to
things,
apples.
right. Then that means we have to go through this. It'll take some time.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Well, I just make a suggestion, normally to compare apples to apples, you do that after the bid? You do, because you don't award today, correct?
Yeah,
So normally you go by the bottom line and then you check afterwards to see
Well,
if everything's apples.
we gotta make sure that the bids are bidding on the same item. Follow me?
Yeah, I follow you.
And if they don't, then we would probably have to make some phone calls. Because we have to be as fair as we can with the bids that come in to make sure that they're bidding on the same thing.
Mhm.
I mean, somebody may put in there that they're going to mulch the trees after. Well, that's something we'll have to look at and see how many others are gonna do the same thing.
If somebody can't add something in, I don't think, my experience is you can't add something in that's not in the bid request, and then compare that against what's in your bid request.
Okay,
You understand? Because You can't award it based upon that, you can award it based upon what you requested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the question is, did they,
But then you've given them
Bid
the
to
option
that.
of withdrawing it, they can withdraw it to a certain sum that gives them now the bid, so they're at an unfair advantage.
But we have to go through all of it too.
Hmm?
We have to read through all of it, so.
Yeah. All right. The first one?
oh,
Is the first one?
I opened both of them, sorry. I asked.
Yes, Mr. Brown.
Why couldn't you accept, if someone's bidding on something,
Yeah.
and then someone wants to add into their bid that they're gonna mulch the trees afterwards,
Yeah.
at no other cost to the taxpayers, why can't you accept that?
We could.
I thought
No
you
extra,
said you
no extra
couldn't.
cost. No
Pardon
extra,
me?
no extra cost involved, sure we could.
Well, okay, 'cause I thought you said you couldn't, because you have to go specifically to the bid. If
No.
someone wants to throw something additional into it above and beyond the bid,
Right,
and their price is low, I mean, you actually don't have to take the lowest bid.
That's
by-
right.
By the RSA,
that's right, we don't.
that's right.
Yep.
So,
Thank you for
All right.
pointing
The
that out to us.
first one here is from Dion's Plant Place and Landscaping.
you rolling your eyes at me, Commissioner Saul?
No,
Out
I'm
of-
rolling
all right,
my
okay,
eyes.
okay.
My eye hurts.
You don't wanna do
All
that.
right, now look,
Why?
hold it.
Well,
hold
she
it,
was the
hold
one who rolled her eyes at me, Chairman Sorensen, and I will not tolerate that.
Okay.
Nor should anyone else in this county.
Okay, thank you.
it. Okay, these, it's from Moultonboro, New Hampshire. Total bid price is $29,750. Now, here we go. 2% discount of $595 will be deducted from the total if awarded before April 1st.
If awarded or
unfair.
paid.
Awarded
that in.
before April 1st. All right, let's just record
Okay.
the company and the amount that they have.
Yeah, do you have the envelope for me? Where did it come from?
Oh, I don't know,
Is that it?
I don't, they both say the same thing.
I have something here. I see it said County of Carroll Office Commissioner.
That's
is
because
that's
they
our
put it-
envelope,
Yeah,
but that is our commissioner's envelope, so
Yeah.
how,
it was put in, it came in,
Came in on the fax.
yeah, on a fax, and so there's no envelope. So Kathy Gary put it in that envelope. You wanna open it? Oh, you got one opened already?
it said Salmon Falls Nursery Landscaping. $14,400. I just wanna say the two commissioners know that the bids came in by fax. I didn't even know that.
Well, you weren't in the office.
No?
So record that,
So we-
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
at
I-
14,000?
I have, no, it is 14,400.
I
I have
am
another one
disturbed by
here.
these.
Oh, you have one?
Yes, I have one. This is Belknap Landscaping Company. $19,850. I'm, there are notes there. How do we know that what that person put in as a note is giving us the same thing in another bid? For example, what it says there, the last thing.
Okay, from Belknap Landscaping, the total installed per plan is $19,850.
I have here from PC Hoag and Co. Incorporation, it's at the Carroll County Commissioners. I see any number figure. Well, it's that landscape project, let's see some number, doesn't look like a bid, he's just writing a letter. He said, I initially intended to provide a planting bid, however, due to the lack of contract specification and a design plan has major flaws, I have decided not to provide a bid. Instead, I contact you with my concerns. So this is a
Okay.
2-page letter, so there's no number in. There's another bid here from Mountainside Landscape Incorporation. $26,900. Is there any other
And that's from where?
Mountainside
Melvin
Landscape?
Village?
Mountainside.
Okay. Okay, I have one here from Pine Ridge Lawn and Landscaping. They're out of Moultonboro. Their bid is $42,500. Do you want to see this one?
I have another bid here, this is the same, I already said Salmon Falls Nursery, $14,400. Same.
Any difference between the two?
No, this is the same company.
Okay.
So we
Why
have
did
just two.
There are two from the same company?
Yeah, there's just two.
Are they the same number?
Yeah, same
Yeah,
number, it's the
same
same company. So,
I don't understand why.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did one come by mail and one come by fax?
yeah, I believe so.
No, they both were in an envelope, right?
No, yeah, well, the other one was in a commissioner's office envelope. And this
came-
one is just a white envelope, and
Yeah.
it said landscape bid. It said Salmon Falls Nursery.
Okay, here's one from Cameron's, out of Farmington, New Hampshire. $16,115. This is from How-To, HOWE, out of Wakefield, New Hampshire. Proposal is $22,000.
This one is 42.
This is from Randy Leach, and it's from Albany, New Hampshire. It's DBA LCR Landscaping.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
It's for $14,000. This is from Bill Jones and Sons Landscaping out of Manchester, New Hampshire, for $19,050. Is the last one?
Oh, how many were there originally? 11, did you say?
We had 12, but one of them was a letter.
Okay.
That one there.
But I believe Commissioner Kenny said that the two that was, two the same.
Two the same. This is out of Permapave, out of Conway, New Hampshire, for $23,319.
That would make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Does that include all of them?
I count only 10, so I must have missed something somewhere along the way.
I missed the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10.
If there
I've
were-
got 10. We had 2 duplicates,
Yeah.
and we had 1
Yeah.
letter.
So that would be 2.
So there should be 10.
That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I got.
You got 10?
I didn't put it down.
I didn't get the first one. You can go to the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
Plant place.
Oh, so that makes it
Dines,
11.
Plant, place, and landscape.
Well,
And that's how
total?
much?
$29,750.
So that makes 11.
It's at a 2% discount, will be the top of $595.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still got 10.
Well, if you count
Do you want me to
the
go through
duplicate.
everything again quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look what you have. I have perm a pave, $23,319.
Yep.
I have Bill Jones and Sons, $19,050. Randy Leach, 14,000.
Yeah.
Home to Lawn Care and Landscaping, 22,000.
Yeah.
Pine Ridge Lawn and Landscape, 42,500.
Mhm.
Cameron's, 16,115. Salmon Falls Nursery, 14,400. Now we have two of those. Mountainside Landscape, 26,900. Belknap Landscape, 19,850. I already said a Salmon Falls, eh?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was twice, that was the same. Diane's Plant Place, 29,750. You have it all now?
Okay, I've got them all.
So Mountainside, you did say Mountainside, did you not?
Mountainside, yeah, 26.9.
Yeah.
And the other was just a letter. It
Yep.
was just
This one, yeah.
about,
Given the wide range,
The range is from 14,000 all the way up to 29,750.
no, 42.5.
42, I'm sorry, 42.5.
Just arbitrarily, so many without really looking at them carefully. How could we make a decision?
You know, we gotta look at them, we gotta look at them
I
closely.
can't see making a decision
yeah,
at this
I
point.
need to read a little bit what they are going on.
All right, can we put these aside? Yes, yes, sir.
I can make a couple recommendations.
Go ahead.
I would be in good position if you threw out the high and the low and you took the mid-bid, but I'm just fooling. One thing, the person who sent the letter did have a point. One of the reasons why you have a discrepancy is because you don't have what you would call real specifications. Although it's pretty simple and clear, it should be obvious to any bidder.
Yeah,
So, not as a bidder, but as a citizen of the county,
yeah,
I believe the low bid would probably be sound. I would investigate it. But there's some discrepancies in that, a private person who works for himself, he's not paying the insurance, the workman's comp, the liability and all that, such
Yeah.
as that we may be.
yeah,
LCR also sells landscape. He's a county resident. I would myself personally dispute the validity of any faxed bid. That's why I asked if the other 14-4 had sent theirs in, because I don't believe you allowed for that
okay.
in your bid. That would be my opinion.
That for what?
What's that?
Faxed bid,
Facts.
Oh.
they're normally not accepted.
I see.
But
But-
it might be a question of county policy, and you have...
But it
you
appears
know-
that came in twice, so that one was sent and one was faxed.
Yes, but there was two, I believe that she said two fax bids, or just one person
Just one.
sent two bids?
One.
Yeah, that's why I asked that, because I would dispute it, just as a matter of technicality.
Yeah.
You have the right as the commissioners to usually waive any and all formalities in the best interest of the county anyhow.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
generally, so on a bid, you would normally say fax bids not allowed, which is almost always the case.
okay. I think the questions that came out of the one that decided not to bid was, for example, it didn't specify the American standards for nursery stock. And I think he mentioned in here where the wire baskets that some of the trees come in, it we didn't specify it had to be removed, but I would think anybody with common sense would remove them,